Alright guys, we all know about Minecraft Netherite. Well, what if I told you that you should never get it as it's completely useless, and it's arguably worse than literally copper? Hey there guys, my name is RamSuffMC, and this is where we're going to be talking about the issues of Minecraft Netherite and why it's completely useless to get and why you should just never get it. Before this video starts, I would really enjoy it guys if you gave a like and a sub and comment down below any video these might have, and let's just get into the video. Alright guys, so now diamond tools and armor were the best up until 1.16 when netherite was added. However, diamond armor and tools became increasingly easy to get, as now you can just trade for them, as we can see. The only one you can't get is the hoe. However, the hoe is pretty useless. So now, basically, why should you upgrade to netherite if you already have diamond armor and tools, which is already a good enchant? Like, yeah, it's not just normal, it's already enchanted. So now, let's look at the stats of netherite armor and diamond armor. 3 armor, 2 armor toughness. 3 armor, 3 armor toughness, 1 knockback resistance. 8 armor, 2 armor toughness. 8 armor, 3 armor toughness, 1 knockback resistance. 6 armor, 2 armor toughness. 6 armor, 3 armor toughness, 1 knockback resistance. 3 armor, 2 armor toughness. And 3 armor, 3 armor toughness, 1 knockback resistance. And a little bit better durability. So now, it doesn't give you any extra armor. However, it does give you a little bit of something called armor toughness. Now this isn't very much related to the video, but I am just going to say it really quickly. Basically, what armor toughness does is that it pretty much just decreases an attack, like, a lot. Like, for example, if a strong attack is done to you, you'll take far less damage. However, if it's a weak attack, armor toughness will barely do anything. However, it only increases the point by 1, and there's no extra armor, and it just gives you knockback resistance. So yeah, netherite isn't really worth it. So basically, now basically, you're probably thinking to yourself, so basically because of armor toughness, instead of iron armor being like 75% the strength of diamond armor and netherite armor, it's only about 40 due to the armor toughness, which just breaks the game. But now, let's also look at the tools. 7 attack damage, 8 attack damage. 9 attack damage, 10 attack damage. It is barely better, so it's just not worth getting netherite. But now, let's talk about how you can get netherite. Well, for that, we're gonna have to go into the nether, my friends. And let's see. Alright guys, so now, first thing you could do is to literally just try finding a chest like this. Or the second method, which is honestly a pretty complex method if I'm being honest, is to literally go mining. I put it here and I got 4 ancient debris. Keep in mind this is 12 TNT, so if you don't have a gunpowder farm, it's going to be really hard to get that. So yeah guys, netherite armor and netherite tools are clearly really hard to obtain. I mean, they're even a challenge advanced. So now, you're probably thinking to yourself, why should I even, my brain, for example, why do we even try to get netherite armor? Well, I think the reason players always try to get netherite armor and netherite tools is because there's always just a part of them that's bugging them that it will be more efficient. When in reality, sometimes netherite tools and netherite armor won't even help. Like, seriously. Seriously, the difference with armor is so little and the difference with tools is so little that it's just not worth it. But now, this isn't the underlying issue with netherite. At least they're the best armor and tools, right? Technically. Well, I calculated it, and it's only about 3% better than normal diamond. And to get through this much pain. So now, I'm going to show you guys a comparison. Imagine this. This block is how much effort you have to go through for diamond armors and tools. For diamond armor and tools, pretty much. This is how much effort you have to go through for netherite armor and tools. Significantly more. So seriously, it's just obvious that you really shouldn't get it. Really, I mean, I'm not trying to stop you from getting it, but you really shouldn't. But now, let's compare netherite to the extremely useless copper and amethyst. What are the uses of copper? It can be used as a decoration block, and even has lightning world, which made getting lightning significantly easier. And amethyst can make tinted glass, and together they make a spyglass. Now, what's netherite's uses? Oh yeah, by the way, they can be used in smithing tables now, for armor trims, but also netherite can. So now, what's netherite uses? Let's go back. Let's go back into the nether. We're gonna have to go back into the nether for that. No. The use of netherite. Now, as we can see, now look, the only use for netherite scrap is to make netherite ingots, Which at first you'd say to your head, okay, that's not too bad. You know, that's like not too bad at first. But then let's check the uses of netherite. Netherite block. Not very good, if that's really it. And now, the only other use is to upgrade stuff. However, Mojang has just made it even harder to get netherite, which will just make you want to get netherite even less. Now, how have they done that? Well, what they've ended up doing is that they've added something called smithing templates, as we all know. It says subject to change, but it will likely get added, as everyone. And you can find these in Bastion Remnants, as we can see. And they only have like a 5% chance of appearing. And before this snapshot, 23W05A, it was an even lower chance of 0.2. But now, how do you get this? Well, instead of just continuously exploring, you can duplicate it. And yeah, pretty much. You can just keep on duplicating it over and over. However, this leads to an issue. So now look, it's going to cost you significantly more diamonds, like actual diamonds, to upgrade your tools and armor, unless you just want to explore the entire nether for literally no reason. And not just that, it's going to cause you to go through a lot more effort, as bastions are really rare, and you, instead of just mining, you could just go through exploring. So yeah, and netherite tools and armor are just barely an upgrade. Now look, I do know that netherite does give you armor trimming now, so at least Mojang has given it a new use. However, literally every other thing besides coal can do that. And listen, unless you're somebody like Wadzi, there's no way you have enough netherite to actually spend it on armor trimming. Seriously, nobody's gonna do that. So yeah, guys, that's the issue with netherite. Now, how can we potentially fix it? Well, here are my ideas on how we can legit just potentially fix it. Honestly. And now this might sound weird, however, I think more uses should be given to netherite. Like, for example, let's see the uses of diamond. Diamond armor, enchanting table, and jukebox. However, they've now added it as a duplication method for armor trims, which is good. Netherite. The block, the armor, and the tools. That's it. And you don't even make them, you just upgrade diamonds. And they can't be traded for, and they're pretty hard to find in bastions unless it's a treasure bastion. And you can just go mining, however, it's still painful. And now Mojang's making it so that you have to go to bastions to upgrade your stuff in the netherite. So how can we fix this? Well, honestly, it's pretty simple. All Mojang has to do is that they just have to add more uses to netherite. Like, for example, maybe netherite could be made to craft something new, for example, or maybe in a recipe. I don't know, guys, but seriously, I genuinely think that netherite is useless and that Mojang could fix it so much. However, they really don't seem to care about it. And if I'm being honest, I think the only reason it was even added was just to make even more hype to 1.16. And I'm not trying to say that netherite was a bad addition to the game. It was really good, as it made the diamonds not so stale anymore. Like, every time getting diamonds, making it max, it always felt so stale. However, now with netherite, it actually feels fun. However, the problem comes with that basically netherite armor and tools are just barely better than diamond do. About 1 to 5%, when averaged is about 2.5 or 3. Yeah, 3%. So yeah, it's essentially useless, really, to get netherite. And for the amount of effort you have to go through, before instead of like 9 gold blocks, it was like 5 gold blocks due to just mining and potentially bastions. You didn't have to go to bastions. But now since you have to, it just became even worse. So now look, instead of buffing netherite armor and tools, because at that point you'd be essentially unkillable, as if you aren't already when you have that, what they should do is that they should add more uses, like I said. As if they add more uses, netherite will finally be like, will actually have tons of uses now, and players will actually want to get it, not just for better tools and armor. And really, if I'm being honest, the only reason you even get netherite is if you're bored, or if you're a completionist, or you just don't have anything to do, or your brain just keeps bugging you about getting the best tools and armor in the game because your brain thinks that it will help you in the game, even though it will just barely. And I'm that last guy. But yeah, guys, that's my whole opinion on netherite. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and a sub. It would seriously help the channel a ton. You can also comment down below your opinion on this and what you think, and if you think there's any way to fix this. And yeah, guys, I'll just see you guys in the next video. You can also comment down below any video games you might have, and I'll be sure to do them. And goodbye!